type of content should I make on this channel? Now, this video is just on the idea of what type of content would you like to see me make? Should I make more videos on Black Ops? Should I make more videos on Modern Warfare? Should I make videos on multiplayer gameplay, or would you want more zombies gameplay? Should I make videos on more life stories? So me just talking about my life, talking about me, like my name's Krish, like me growing up, my friends, my culture, my mix. I'm half Asian, half black. Should I talk about that? Should I talk more on content on, advice, like life advice videos? Or should I do like more like advice and giving people like advice content? Should I do more videos on, recipes? I could do recipes actually because I'm really good at cooking. So I could do like recipe videos. I could do videos on skills and actually ways to like get money or make friends or look better and do videos like that, like the looks maxing video or the video on skills and how to make money and these kinds of things. Or should do more videos on just stories of my life or things that I've learned from my life, like things I've learned from the past, and so you don't make the same like mistakes I've made. Should I make videos on that? Like, what kind of videos should I make on this channel? Because I'm not really too sure on what kind of videos to make or talk about. I could talk about more mental health, or I could talk about, more like the actual state of the world and society and living in the UK and how society is getting worse and a lot of people are leaving the UK to go to other countries. And I could talk more on the UK or London or America and speak more on things on like food and the way they're putting chemicals into food, and talk about more about like that kind of stuff. I could do more deep stuff on like psychological questions on like, would Robin Hood go to hell or heaven because he stole from the rich but he gave to the poor? And I could talk more like psychological and like philosophical and spiritual, and talk more on like those kind of content. Like, I don't really know, so this is what I'm saying. Like, this is just a video on what type of content would people want to see. I could talk more on crypto. I could talk about the difference between XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and talk about the NFTs are kind of a scam, and talk about more the crypto side and the digital money, and why it's important to have your money in different types of currencies. Like, you should always have your money in different currencies because different currencies fluctuate. I could do videos on like money and currencies and fluctuation of that market and forex. I could do more videos on trading and types of stocks to invest in that I think are good. I could do videos on real estate and the real estate market, and why there's certain areas of real estate are going down and other areas are getting good to invest in, and which countries are making more skyscrapers and good to look at investing into or moving to. There's so many different types of topics on YouTube that I could discuss or talk about, which I'm not really too sure. Some of my friends have suggested some stuff which I don't know if I should talk about certain things. I don't know, but that's really just what this video is. It's just like, what type of content would you like to see me speak about? What kind of things would you want me to cover? Because I can cover anything from, like I said, fashion. I love like Nike trainers, and I love like puffer jackets and things like that, to then talking about the accessories. Like, I've got 6 piercings. I've got piercing in my nose. I've got piercings in my ears. I love jewelry. I like fashion. I could talk about tattoos. I could talk about anything. So that's why I said I made videos of like me when I was talking about smoking, or talking about alcohol, or talking about addiction, or any kind of topics. I've got so many things on my mind, and I just think it's really good to freeball and just think about ideas and get it out there. I could talk about more about relationships, and I could talk about my relationships. I could talk about the good relationships, the bad relationships. I could talk about advice on that when it comes to girls. I could give a lot of advice on that. I think that would be really helpful to some people actually. But yeah, just let me know what kind of content I should make. You can drop me a comment, or you could just subscribe and then maybe send me a message or an email or whatever. What kind of content would you like to see? And then I can speak more about that, because now I'm at 1,700 subscribers. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers now, which is even more cool. So, I really don't know. I get more and more subscribers every day. I refresh my analytics and I'm seeing the number go up, but I don't know what to talk about. I really don't know. So if people could suggest things that maybe are on their mind, or I could even talk about the truth about dating apps. I could talk about anything. So why I feel like it's better to do the old school method of just approaching people and getting that, because they're actually seeing what you look like in real life compared to being swiped on and like someone looking at you for like 10 seconds. And I could go really into details of that kind of thing. I could talk about, like I said, good alternative ingredients to use instead of using some of the more processed ingredients and things to actually do in for diet. I could do in terms of exercise. I could do really good exercise routines. I could do so much content, so many things on my mind, which I can really get into, and even talk about technology and things. But I've done videos on AI, I've done videos on social media, I've done videos on so many topics where I don't really know. Do you want more GTA videos? I don't know. Do you want GTA? Do you want Call of Duty? Do you want me to be like FIFA, a completely different video game? I don't know. So this is what I'm trying to say, that really let me know what kind of content I should make, and I'll try to do it. So I really appreciate it, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. This is the more of a video of just a ideas video. You give me ideas, I'll like them, I'll talk about them, and then yeah.